Welcome to Hydrocarbon Solutions. Hydrocarbon Solutions specializes in increasing recovery from assets that were at the end of their commercial life. Hydrocarbon Solutions has a dedicated team of experts, including engineers, geologists and geophysicists, to meet your needs. Using concepts originally identified in the former Soviet Union in the 1970s, Hydrocarbon Solutions is now responsible for commercializing these state-of-the-art methods, which are as important to the industry as hydraulic fracturing. Hydrocarbon Solutions technique, named hydroslotting perforation, is effectively extending the commercial life of underperforming assets. Hydroslotting perforation can be used in both vertical and horizontal well bores. It can also be used in newly drilled well bores to increase their efficiency by maximizing their production in the early stage of their life. Hydroslotting perforation is a patented oil and gas completion technology that increases production of underperforming oil and gas assets by excavation, cutting through damaged zones, increasing permeability, and avoiding damages caused by perforation increase in the drainage area. Let us take an example of your standard well, which has reached its end-of-life stage, and see how the hydroslotting perforation process works in its many different configurations. Normal drilling takes place, with casing put in place and the normal cementation process taking place. The perforation of the case takes place and the well becomes operational. Once the well has been exhausted using the normal perforation methods, the hydroslotting perforation process can now be deployed. The tubing and tool remains motionless during the deployment process. The only part that moved was the perforator head. The perforator is able to rotate for spiral slots. The length of the stem allows for cuts 50 centimeters or 1.66 feet in height. The head can cut through the existing perforations, with the excavation effect giving the cut a larger depth. These are some images of what the slots might look like. The process is very good at cutting through thin interbedded layers. The cut can be up to 1.5 meters or 5 feet in depth. Mini hydraulic fracture stimulation is another feature of the system, along with creating continuous slots. Cutting speed can be from a standstill for point cutting or from up to 20 millimeters, 7 inches, a minute or higher. The process is very effective at cutting through shale and also cutting near water pockets, with cutting depth and speed reduced. The system can also achieve the opposite for injection wells. The system is very accurate at bypassing water layers. The system can cut through many casings at a time and also apply a chemical treatment or sealing. Direct and reverse flushing are also possible. The dimension and volume of one slot when cut with a 50 millimeter stem is as follows, creating an area up to 1.68 meters squared or 18 square feet. The nozzles of the perforators can number from 2 to 5, depending on what is required. Hydroslotting perforation can be used in any formation: sandstone, carbonate, shale, and granite. The process can be used for the bypassing of collar casings. Hydroslotting perforation sets the perfect geometry of the fracturing and not vice versa. It can also be used for the cutting of the casings at abandonment stage. All operations are carried out without lifting the tool to the surface. Hydroslotting perforation can also be used in horizontal wells. At this point, the well has become a new structure and not a 5.5-inch radius anymore, but a radius between 10 and 20 feet wide in the target interval. This allows the well to access reserves far beyond what was previously accessible. Your low production goes way up, your dead well becomes revived. As an oil and gas technology company, Hydrocarbon Solutions specializes in enhanced oil recovery. by identifying and accessing additional petroleum reserves that are usually left in the ground. Extracting new resources from wells that have been assessed as uneconomic using hydroslotting perforation, providing a more cost-effective alternative to drilling a new well with practically equal performance results. It is our goal to shift the industry and social paradigm away from new drilling and towards increasing efficiency of current extraction in existing well bores to increase recovery of oil and gas. Thus, when widely applied, hydroslotting perforation can add significant reserves to the energy resources of the world. Hydrocarbon Solutions. Increased oil and gas recovery through technology.